And yeah, so that's going to be a pretty good video. Kind of working on a bunch right now.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle, trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings.
Hey guys, we've abandoned the pipeline here, and thanks to Ross Stewart, I found out that there is an access right down here somewhere. I'm just going to hike down here a little bit and crawl into the pipe. Hopefully it's clear enough and big enough in there for me, and it should be fine shelter for the night. Looks like the hole. All right. Okay, this pipe actually goes way over the edge here and way down. So I'm going to stay away from this edge, and I'm going to do my camp on this side of the pipe. All right. Check this out. Okay. It's yep. Hello? Thought that was somebody down there. Check it out. Hello. So that way there is much this way. Hello. Okay. It's an interesting little spot for the night. I got a small shovel. I'm gonna scoop out some of these dead leaves, and I got a cot that I'll put in there. But beautiful, beautiful spot, if I do say so myself. And I'm just gonna be sleeping in there. I don't want to hang out in there too much, but I got some other tools that we can set up here to make it a little more comfortable for me tonight. I got a couple little tricks that I can use to make this a little more comfortable. There's some mosquitoes, so I've got some mosquito spray I'll put in there. And I guess I'll start with scooping up these leaves. Gas real good. It's made from a plant derivative, so it's healthy. So this water pipeline was shut down in the 70s. It's probably built 100 years ago. And it was leaking more than half of the water they sent down it, obviously, because it's just pieces of concrete segments held together with ring clamps. And so they've got a more efficient, modern system now. So this hasn't been used in 55 years, so I should be okay. I don't see any water coming down or any evidence of water coming down this pipe. And I think there's a lot of spots that are actually closed off, so these are just segments that are left here. Okay, trying to clean up the home for the night. Hold the shovel. And I should be able to make this a little more domesticated. A bit of airflow moving through here, and I think I know of a way to stop that. The first things first, drop as much of this muck around here. It almost seems to be right at this access port base. Obviously, don't do this. I don't recommend this as an actual shelter. That's cleared up enough room for the cot. And I'm going to put my finishing touch on this. I've got an umbrella with me, and I don't like the concept that it could be bats in here. This isn't quite big. It could slow them down and might stop the I don't have to look at this on this height that never ends. Doesn't really want to stay there. Let's see. got an umbrella for each side of this pipe. So, let me just yeah, that umbrella. This little umbrella is not cooperating. It was on clearance when I bought it. I can understand why. At least I'm not stuck out in the rain with it. So one of them in will open up that scary end. The other one that falls down way into the river over here. I don't see anything coming up that. Oh, there's not that in there right now. Let's see. Scare any critters out of the pipe here. Pretty sad little horn. Now hopefully nobody on the other end of the pipe thinks there's somebody stuck in the pipe trying to get out. But I'll put the cot together. I should be able to do that up here and slide her down. I'm going to move the umbrella to the other side where something looks like a bat is hanging on the top of it. And it's not going to stop at that, but you can see it. Put these legs on. As long as I can pull that off, no bad. No problem. Okay. That's all right. Not bad at all. This other umbrella I can use up here. It starts to rain. It still kind of works. Cover the top of the hole. It's all done. And I'm not going to hang out in there all night. There's enough to see out here. And time to do that because shelter's ready for the night. All set up. This stop the raining if the rain happens to fall. Fits on quite perfectly. I've got bear spray. Oh, I should put that on my belt right now so I don't forget. I'll do it a bit. Some low light lager because, well, here I am having a beer by a pipe. So, cheers, everybody. It's a sophisticated flavor for something called low light lager. And yeah, over the edge here, this really drops down. Like that. The pipe goes down pretty sharp and then goes across a trestle to the other side over there. And it crosses a little creek with waterfalls aplenty. And I'm not going to go down really any further this way because these are very slippery leaves. But there's a path over here, kind of, that I can get to. Take a look at the creek down there. there's a couple of segments of pipe down there, and I kind of think that when they were building it, they dropped a few, and being the early 1900s, they didn't really care about leaving it in a creek, but they may have broken off from somewhere else and rolled down. Here we are. Going this way on the pipe, from where I came in, it's pretty level. Apparently most of this pipe is really level, other than that one spot back there that goes down and reverse siphons, or however it was supposed to work in the beginning. But these sections are 4 feet wide, and I'm going to find where they join together so I can show you. Yeah, so these are just sections of concrete, maybe a little mortar, and then these ring clamps there. That's what they were relying on to hold the water pressure in. So times have changed, technologies have evolved. This pipe just keeps snaking on through the woods, and these trees are absolutely majestic. Moss on them. It feels great to be out here. I really do love the trees and the mountains and the moss, but at a certain time of day, right now, it's dark and a little cool. I can see the sun up there. If I was a little taller up there, I'd be sitting in the sun right now, but instead I'm sitting on a mossy old pipe in the woods. Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Steve. I'm going to do this while there's still some daylight so I don't lose my ambition, go to bed hungry, or just eating shredded cheese. So I'm making kind of a backpacking meal. There's orzo, it's like rice, but when you want gluten. Cheese, onion, some broccoli, a little butter. Top it off with a pouch of skipjack tuna, Mediterranean flavor. And yeah, we'll make this, and hopefully it is edible. I'm just going to saute these onions and some butter here. Then I'll throw the rest in and let it boil. It's nicely cooked. Smells aromatic. Delicious, dare I say. That's what's happening there. This is one of those dump it all in and pray meals. And I've done these before and it turned out very badly. So I'm going to eyeball the amount of water I think I need for this orzo. If I need more, I'll add it. All right, we'll boil this up with tuna. We'll add the cheese last. Really doesn't look good coming out of these pouches. So my excuse or my backstory, if anybody asks why I'm out here, is I'll say like I'm a forest guardian or something, that just making sure nobody poaches any of these trees, you know, like there's old growth, etc. So that's what I'll say, and I'll play it all professional too. You know, like I'm, you know, forest guardian for like 5 years now, and we just do this all the time. You know, lay it on thick. It's done. But it needs more cheese. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. This is one of those like purely backpacking meals. A lot of the stuff is all shelf stable, other than broccoli and the cheese. But it looks like a hot mess. It's a dump meal where You dump a bunch of stuff in the pot and boil it. Sometimes it's good, like today, and sometimes they're not good. But after a long day of hiking, which I did not do, this would be quite nice. I did a small day of hiking together, but any warm food on a cool evening just warms the soul. And once I've cooked a meal for one, how about that? So I'm out on Vancouver Island, um, actually feeling the healthiest I have in years as well. So things have been going good, and I'm excited about the next couple of months I'm out here. I posted on social media, on my Facebook and Instagram, etc. I picked up a motorhome, and it's the identical one I had in my 20s when I was aimlessly driving around, living out of the thing, working odd jobs. And so it's same year, same make, same model, except in way better condition. And I'm going to hit the road in that thing for the next month or so. But I have a couple other videos to film first, and we'll jump in that motorhome and try to recreate some of that magic and see if it's just a young man's game or if in my 40s I still enjoy it as much as I did as in my 20s. But, you know, a pipe is good enough. So motorhome's going to be a mansion. That got dark mighty quick, so it's about flashlight time here. But I'm going to pull out the sleeping bag and just put that on me because I didn't want to overdress too much. It was a bit of a hike, up a bit of uphill, and I'm just kind of getting back into doing exercising kind of things. So I'll just hunker down here, blanket on me, lean up against the pipe, and listen to the sound of that little river down there. And cozied up here, leaning against the pipe. And I think it's probably a little warmer in there than it is out here. You can kind of see my breath. It's not that cold tonight. It's going down to 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. The sleeping bag I have is rated for -7, so it might work. But I am hoping it's warmer in my pipe. So I'm gonna crawl in there and go to bed. I've been sitting here kind of watching a few videos on the phone. This is a pretty cool spot, and it gets dark early, it gets cold early, so go to bed early. Yeah, it's pretty good in the pipe. The only breeze is blowing in from up there, so I'll put my umbrella in there. That will definitely help. But there is supposedly some legendary geocache in this area, and it is either in the pipe down this way behind our umbrella, where it goes way down over that hill, or it's on the other side, the other side of the river where it comes down. So I saw a lot of people commenting on what they did there in order to get that geocache. But so sleeping with my head nice and close to this access port, and this is going to be one of the more interesting sleeps ever done. Bear spray, of course. It's gonna be nice and handy. Okay. But a lot of good fresh air right there. Okay. Got my trusty jacket as a pillow. And it's gonna get real dark in here. So, okay. See you guys in the morning, my stealthy friends. I want this!
Jason is really fired up for the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Challenge. Look at him, just Cinna dusting his way to victory.
Sure can't get enough of this stuff, man.
Win the day with the Kelsey's favorite cereals.
This weekend only, Macy's has the lowest prices of spring. How low? $495 men's.
Good morning. I don't know if I recommend sleeping in a pipe like this. But there is just a breeze coming.